EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 30. What a terrific return.
As the offensive guys trot on the field, you know they're congratulating the special teams guys to get them in great position. And while they're going out there, I'm guessing the quarterback's thinking about taking some good shots at the end zone right now.
Let's go now.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Richardson. This pass left side to Downs. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Taylor trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Taylor again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30.
Hey, which wall? 2 for 1. Cut.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jelani Woods, 65 yards. And the Colts are able to add on to that lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. David Montgomery, the target out of the backfield, and it's third down. You look at this Colt defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way. And that will keep the lead at 8. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2 yards to go, second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Check. Check. Ready.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 19-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Let's go.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Go.
Richardson working from the gun. This to the outside, it's Sermon. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Super.
Gone. That's complete to Laporta. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. First carry now for David Montgomery. And down to the 36-yard line here. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. throw caught by Raymond. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
We go tonight. Maverick.
Here's Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On the end around, here comes Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make it 17-13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Richardson out of the shotgun. Steps away to his left. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Colts had 5 and 6 to start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, 43 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now it's gone. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Taylor. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ready.
Now Richardson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
18 Rattler. Go.
Richardson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for Richardson hit it. He fumbles it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Now Goff looking to change the play. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. J.C. Jackson normally in coverage, this time coming up and making a stop behind the line of scrimmage.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Goff now to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive this start. Field position is facing 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Second down and a yard. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson on the move to his left. There he goes again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson. 39 yards. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Hold on. Check. Come on. Hey,
now they'll audible to something else.
Hey, lift.
Now Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
St. Brown in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
These 2 offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Let's go now. Smash. Ready?
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Back to throw. Goff. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Goff. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Pass complete downfield. It's Raymond.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Louis.
Goff now looking to throw. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Derek Barnes in on the stop.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Bourne going to go in motion right here. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
76.
Here's Goff. Buying time to his left. And he's got his big tight end here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. St. Brown in motion right. Goff. Touchdown. Sam Laporta from 6 yards away. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Second and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Dancing to his left. Richardson hit it. He fumbles it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Inside the 20. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Richardson working from the gun. They'll get the hook up there to Woods. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. And now off to the races down the right side.
Inside the 10.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
63 yards.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Now it's Richardson.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Here's Richardson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Got his man, it's Woods. Look at the big fella go.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jelani Woods
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now Williams.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Jamison Williams.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
69 yards.
And the Lions use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Ready? Ready?
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go, shot! Get up!
And they will take a knee here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Detroit, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.